Well, it is the day after the World Test Championship final, so from congratulatory messages to what went wrong from Team India and of course reactions as well, we're going to be discussing so much more on today's episode of News Tracker. Sabse pehle baat karenge about the fact that New Zealand Prime Minister has congratulated Team New Zealand for their win, and what has she said? Well, I will tell you. Uske baad dekhenge. Michael Vaughan has reacted about Virat Kohli's statement that he made after the loss of the WTC final, and what was that, in which context, all those details in today's episode of News Tracker. और सबसे अंत में, are there going to be changes in India's test squad after the loss at the World Test Championship final? Probably Virat Kohli has hinted at something like that. All those details in today's episode of News Tracker. Hello everybody, this is the show where we keep you updated about everything happening in the cricketing world. My name is Nivedna Prabhu and I hope you're doing well and keeping safe. But before I begin this video, if you haven't liked, shared and subscribed to Cricket Tracker as yet, you're definitely missing out on a lot. So hit that button quickly, and without wasting time, let's begin this video to find out what's making news in the world of cricket. Well, praises and congratulatory messages are of course pouring in for Team New Zealand as of course they clinched the inaugural title of the ICC World Test Championship final and they defeated India by 8 wickets. Now everybody of course is praising Kane Williamson and his boys, and of course New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern also joined the bandwagon of congratulating the Black Caps for their fabulous win. Now what did the Prime Minister say? Well, I'm going to be telling you. Now New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda said the Black Caps have made New Zealand proud. Kane Williamson and the team leaders have built a brilliant and humble squad who has become an inspiration to many New Zealanders. This victory is well-deserved culmination of that work. We look forward to welcoming the team home and celebrating their success. What she said is definitely a well-deserved win, and I want to know from you if that's exactly what you thought about the competition that transpired between Team India and New Zealand, and how happy are you for the Black Caps, and how disappointed were you that India did not win the ICC World Test Championship final? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. On one hand, of course, we're talking about how New Zealand clinched the title, but on the other hand, the losing team and of course Indian skipper Virat Kohli was definitely gutted as India lost. Also probably because they were one of those favorite teams to be probably in terms of clinching the title. Everybody had their hopes high on Team India to be doing this. Also because the World Test Championship final has been a long journey over the past 2 years, which is how New Zealand and India of course battled it out in the final, which means that expectations were also pretty high. But having said that, of course, Virat Kohli did have a reaction after, India did lose the World Test Championship final, in which he was asked about, the particular performance of Team India and what went wrong or what really went right, and, those kind of factors. But Kohli did make a statement about how he felt that the World Test Championship final, when it happens next, should have best of 3, Test series instead of just having 1. And now that statement, of course, got many reactions, and of course, people on social media also were pretty divided, in terms of what they felt about this particular statement. And one person who's also reacted to Kohli's statement is former England captain Michael Vaughan. Michael tweeted after Kohli made that statement. Now what did Vaughan say? Well, I will tell you. In that tweet, he said, where in the schedule would it fit in? Are the IPL going to reduce the year of the final tournament by 2 weeks so it could fit in? Doubt it. Finals are one-off games where teams, individuals know they have to deliver. That's what makes them so great. Now, of course, Vaughan is trying to say the fact that, at the end of the day, a final is all about, one last shot, and it shouldn't be really extended. And he's also, of course, talking about the calendar as well to fit these test series in. What are you of the opinion? Are you on Kohli's side, or do you think Vaughan's statement actually makes sense in this context of the World Test Championship final, also in terms of his statement of finals being that one last shot, and which is why it makes it so great? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Now, continuing talking about the World Test Championship final, of course, India did lose to New Zealand in that final. But on the other hand, one has to remember that the next World Test Championship final will be happening in 2023. And before that, of course, the 50-over World Cup will also be happening, where Team India, of course, will be gearing up, for the competition like the rest of the teams. But one thing really, speaks volumes after the fact that over 2 years they have qualified to have played the World Test Championship final. It really talks about what is the future in terms of Indian Test cricket, especially the squad. Will there be changes? What is King Kohli's strategy, or rather Captain Kohli's strategy in terms of what lies ahead for the Test squad of Team India? Now Kohli did comment about that, and it seems like he's hinting at a couple of changes. What did he say? Well, I will tell you. In that statement, Kohli said, if you see a white ball team now, we have great depth and guys are ready and confident. The same same thing needs to be done with Test cricket. You have to reassess and replan and understand what dynamics work for the team. Bring in the right people who have the right mindset to perform. Now, that last statement is probably something that kind of hints at probably there might be some changes, and if it was left up to you guys in terms of, probably looking at what kind of changes should Team India be making to their Test squad. Do you first of all believe that changes are needed, or probably that was the best playing 11 that Team India could have got for the World Test Championship final? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Well, with that, it's a wrap on this edition of the News Tracker. If you like the video, give it a big thumbs up. Follow all our social media channels, including our Telegram channel, because if you like making your fantasy teams, then we have some amazing fantasy tips for you, so you know where to head now. My name is Nivedna Prabhu. I'll be seeing you very soon. Until I see you next time, tell me in the comment section below which next cricket tournament are you most excited for and looking forward to. I want to know your answers, so tell me that in the comment section below. And also, if you haven't subscribed to Cricket Tracker as yet, you're definitely missing out on a lot, like I always say. So hit that button quickly if you haven't, and I will see you very soon. Until then, take care of yourselves and stay safe. Bye-bye.